Hi guys, I'm Derek and I'm the ketogenic chef here at Nutritia. Today I want to just take you through some store cupboard essentials that I use in the baking section of our keto diet, because there's a confusion over some of the ingredients and how we're going to use it. So let's start off with our 3 flour substitutes that we use. Ground almonds is given different names in different supermarkets. So these is just a skinned blanched almond which has been processed. Now this can be called ground almonds, it can be called almond flour, it can be called almond flurry. They are all just exactly the same. So if you're shopping in one supermarket, don't get confused with this. We use the almonds because it's the lowest in the carbohydrate of all the nut family. The next one we use quite a lot is coconut flour, and again this has got quite a distinct flavour because it's ground coconut. So this tends to work in a lot of the sweet goods. If you use it in the savoury goods, it will add that kind of coconut flavour to it. The newer flour on the market is a fibre flour, and this is just ground really fine. It's slightly higher again in carbohydrates, but if you're at a school or a residential home and you're not allowed to use any of the nut products, so that's when you would use your fibre flour. Moving on, we've got psyllium husk. So psyllium husk is a fibre, and we use this to add some body when we're making breads and cakes and pastries. So you only need a small amount. There's 2 types of psyllium husk. You can get a beige psyllium husk, which is better, but you can get one that's slightly purple looking. They're both going to work equally as well, but the purple one is going to add that tinge to purple to any of your baked goods. So if you're going to do pastries or muffins, it's going to kind of add that colour. So just be careful when you get that one. But you can get that from most supermarkets now and some health food shops. The next one, which is to be really just to take note of when you're shopping and reading labels, is baking powder. It's better if you can get certain brands which are not mixed with any carbohydrates. There is a few out there. Also try looking in the gluten-free section because they tend to be completely carbohydrate free. But again, it's one of them things that you need to just check the label, as well as it hasn't got a long shelf life. So when you've bought baking powder, don't think that it's going to last forever in that store cupboard. Read the label because it only tends to have about 2 or 3 months on there. So keep checking it, and then don't use it after that date because it won't rise. Moving then on to sweeteners, and again this is another minefield in the ketogenic diet. Your dietitian or your healthcare professional will give you some advice on which ones to use. But for baking purposes, I use 3 different types. So we've got a granulated one, which again is great in cakes and cookies. But there also is a brown sweetener now, which again works great in biscuits and cookies and gingerbread, fruit cake for Christmas. As well, we've then got an icing sugar sweetener. So again, we can make royal icing, we can make fondant icing out of this, we can sprinkle it over cakes and use it for decorating. So they're my 3 go-to sweeteners just for baking in everyday ketogenic cooking. As always with any ketogenic cooking, always check your labels, but if you're unsure, please check with your dietitian or your healthcare professional. I will see you back in the kitchen next time in Chef's Corner for some more tips and tricks. See you later. Bye.